Howdy folks, Jesse here, and today I'm going to showcase my X-Ante deck profile. X-Ante got another line, basically, out of BT-8, and it really helped the consistency and, quite frankly, helped the power level, and Yuji is a hell of a card. So let's talk about it. So of course, like every other deck profile, we're going to start off with babies. 4 Doraemon. You put something under it, under the Digimon, we draw a card. Draw power is super nice. I am playing one of the Chuumons, just because power gain is always nice. We don't rely on Dorogora anymore. It is still in the deck, but is not our main thing, so you know, sometimes the power can be a little lackluster because you don't always want to use the Alphamon skill to pay a bunch of memory just to, you know, gain it back, sure, but you know what I'm trying to say. But that is it for the babies. We're going to go on into the rookies. So, good old reliable Doraemon, the one that you do actually want to be having under your digis, having it in your sources so that way you can gain memory. But hey, Ryutamon is also not that bad, giving your things decoy. Decoy has actually come up a few times. These both have essentially the same on-play skill of revealing top 3, grab something with X-Ante, and if you find its respective tamer, you grab that tamer. Doru searches for your memory setter, and then Ryuta searches for essentially your playmakers. And you know, since we don't have more Dorus or Ryutas or X-Ante level 3s that we can exactly play at the moment, we are just playing for Toyagu. It does help us guarantee having reboot, since we do now have the X-Ante Digi that does provide blocker. So a rebooting Alphamon with blocker is also always super nice, and you love to see it. And we do play 2 of the promo Sunriser. It's super easy to have that security attack +1. You do just have to pay a little bit with the alpha, but with Dorugamon, it's super easy. Not Doruga, Dorugoramon, it's super easy to have that, and so on and so forth. But we're not exactly relying on this for the security attack +1, so that's why we only play 2 of it, and also I only have 2 copies, but legitimately I would not play more than 2 of this in the deck currently. That is it for the rookies. Let's move on into them champions. So for our champions, we're playing 4 Dorugamon. It can make itself a blocker. It gives your things +1k, so it's a super solid card all around. And then Ginryumon, which gives your things blocker. Super solid cards. Quite frankly, Doruga being 6 to hard play and this being 5 to hard play actually does kind of come up sometimes, but that is besides the point. We play a lot of tamers, so we play a lot of Grumblemon, and also I just love the phrase Grumblemon for game. He's just a grumbly boy with really good art. Moving on into the level 5s, we only play 8, and I bet you can imagine what they play, what they are. So for Doru Greymon, which is not a real Greymon, but localizations are weird. Its Windage Evolving is super nice, but not exactly the most necessary thing. We play it more for the inheritable of just taking out more security. It is strong, it is real nice. And then we of course play the new level 5 that comes out of BT-8. Its inheritable is to give your X-Ante Digi on top of it reboot. But you know, sometimes we don't exactly see this, so that's why we do play the Toyagu. But also the Toyagu is sometimes unnecessary. That can very easily change for Chuumon, which I recently just found out I have a playset of after digging through all my bulk for the millionth time. I'm frustrated about that. But the Hisarumon's actual ability is super solid as well. It very much works really well with Yuji. You know, you can swing with this, activate the Yuji to put like a Doru or Doru Gray under it, and then that will trigger this ability to evolve into one of your level 6s for one less than you normally would. And ideally you'd be wanting to put like an Orumon under it, and then going into the alpha, and then you can just get more swings while gaining more memory. Hisaru is really solid. It does seem like it's starting in BT-9, like the Ryuta line, minus Ryuta itself gets cut in favor for the Dex line, but that's neither here nor there. I do really like this. I think it's a really good option for the deck, and we'll see if it sees play in the next set. But hey, that's it for level 5s. We're going to move on into the level 6s. So level 6s, we play 8 level 6s, just as many as we do level 5s. But also the whole goal of the deck is to have one of these level 6s under our main big bad boy, the one that raises our power ceiling, our ceiling for the deck, and gaining all of that memory and having a pretty nice security effect as well. BT-8 Secret Rare Alphamon. This card is good. It is a very solid card. It is the main reason why Black Royal Knights was even able to be a deck in BT-6 format. Now, it didn't really do much, but it was still honestly a pretty solid deck. But Alphamon is a pretty solid card. You know, it gains you that memory, and that's the main thing that you're wanting. Other than like the security effect, and what enables you to just be proccing that end of attack skill so much is Orumon. You know, you can have the like little combo of having 2 Yujis and tapping one Yuji, put an Orumon under the alpha, swing again, tap the other Yuji, put another Orumon, and then that's like 3 swings out of your alpha at that point. So we only play 3 Orus and 3 alphas. You know, it's not super necessary to be playing more of these at the moment. Maybe during BT-9, bump up to 4 Orus, because we do have the rare alpha as well that helps out with, you know, a little bit of consistency of playing stuff under. But, you know, until that happens, we have 2 Doru Goras to just help us, you know, actually see stuff that we need and just be another target that we can grab, and it's still really solid in this format. It gains a buttload of power, so it can just swing over essentially anything that you want. It's still a very, very viable option. I see a lot of people tend to actually lean more towards this with the current build of X-Antibody. It's just I do enjoy the way that the alpha plays a bit more. But, you know, this still has a very, very solid place in the deck. Alright, so for options. Now, you might see some people play like 5 options, 6 options, you know, some of them play the new Digivolve card or Breath of the Gods. I'm very basic. I play 2 Black Memory Boost, just search, and then more memory gain when I need it. It's a solid card. I think memory boosts are not as crucial as some people were thinking before they were coming out, but they are still very nice options to be having. I would maybe cut these for like Breath of the Gods or the new X-Antibody option that came out in BT-8. But that's neither here nor there, because the one option that I do play that's supposed to coincide with X-Anties, and I only play this because I just love it, and I like drawing 7 cards at a time. Metal Cannon is got to be one of my favorite cards that has been printed in this game, because majority of the time, by the time I'm playing it, it just reads draw 7, but also by the time I draw 7, it's not very necessary. But that's it for the options. Like I said, we only play 3. I play this because it's funny, but also kind of good. And I play this just because I like more search potential. And then, like I said, we go pretty heavy in the tamers. So we play 2 Coda. You know, the searching is also nice, and it being a memory setter is very nice. But Yuji really helps the deck. It's essentially like Ty and Matt from BT-6. You bring out an X-Ante of any level, and you gain 1, draw 1. And then you have the when your X-Ante swings, you can suspend it to place something under that X-Ante. It's a really solid option for the deck and really helps facilitate some really neat plays, and I'm saying really a lot. But anyways, folks, that is besides the point. That's going to do it for my X-Ante list. Alphamon's cool. There's nothing really else to say about that. But thank you for checking this video out. We'll catch you next time. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good YouTuber stuff that I'm pretty bad about saying. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.